Boys are stronger than girls.
Well, physically, like, for the most part, and gender roles and stuff like that, boys are just supposed to be stronger. That's just a thing that happens.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now, it's the right time, it's the right sound, right now, right now. Tell the whole pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I hate men. I hate them all. Nobody has proven me wrong on this theory. They're either assholes out the womb, or they become assholes over time through experience. I hate them all.
So this is a common sentiment coming from modern women, and they have been completely brainwashed to have this unfounded animosity toward men. Obviously, she's gotten her heart broken, definitely by a Chad, okay? And a lot of these white guys, they're just smashing and, you know, smashing and dipping, okay? The smash and pass or the what is it, the hit it and quit it, right? So that's what's happening to her, and the reason why it's happening to her is because she doesn't provide value outside of intercourse. Now let's keep it a buck. She is a very beautiful woman. However, that doesn't change the fact that you are sour on the inside. So if you hate men and all men just turn into a-holes or they're born a-holes or whatever, then what does that say about you and other women, okay, that you ladies are dealing with these quote-unquote a-holes and whatnot? So you probably need to change your selection process, because you're in over your head. You're going after men who are completely out of your league, okay? And I know a lot of beautiful women don't like to hear this, but hey, the hotter guys, the guys who are super hot, they're out of your league because you're not willing to accept polygyny, okay? So if you are going to deal with a super hot guy, you better be ready, especially if he has status and money, you better be ready to accept polygyny, a polygynous lifestyle. Because if you don't, then yes, you will be left like this woman, because modern men are waking up and they're actually putting these modern women's feet to the fire and saying, hey, what do you bring to the table? And that infamous question is what most modern women, if not all modern women, hate to answer. And the reason why is because they know that once you ask that question, they really don't have a good reply to it, because a lot of them don't know how to cook. A lot of them don't know how to clean. A lot of them are not nurturers, even though they like to claim, oh, I'm a nurturer, but you have no empathy for men. How do I know you have no empathy for men? Because you're sitting up here saying that you hate men when you haven't met a majority of men. You've only met a small selection of men that you wanted that you could not have. And yes, you probably could have them for a night, or they could have you for a night, right? But nothing further. And that's why she's so tight. And it's absolutely hilarious to see these women posting their L's, posting their failures online, because all you're doing is telling us that some dude hit it and quit it.
Hey man, is your best friend? You never How long are you gonna keep leading him on like this? You're paying this whole bill? Don't pay the whole bill. You're splitting as friends. As friends, best friends, remember! Everybody say, if he pays for the bill, he's a what? They said it, not me. You want him? Hey, you want him? Cute guy, huh? Hey, sit next to her. Come sit next to her. Empty chair in here. Hey, if she's your best friend, she'll understand. Sit right here. Sit down right there, my God! Oh! I love you, boy!
hilarious. Hey, and this is why it could benefit you to take a woman to a comedy show, because comedians are very blunt, they're upfront. And this is what happened to this woman, okay? She thought that she was going to get the benefits of being friends with a man without having to give it up. And I mean, honestly, I don't know why this guy was even, trying to get with her, because she's super overweight. And he's got way more potential than her. He's actually in way better shape than her. He's more objectively attractive than her. And that's why the other woman was interested in him. This also proves pre-selection, okay? She saw that he was with another woman. This approves him that, hey, he's not a weirdo. He hangs out with women and whatnot, all right? So then he gets with the blonde girl. He sits by the blonde girl. And now the fat brunette girl is salty. So why is she salty? Because she's like, oh, damn. I thought this guy was a dork. I thought he was a lame. But now this hot blonde girl, or I mean, she's not hot. She's mid. But, from comparing her big old behind to that blonde, I mean, hell, she's like 2 steps up. So this blonde girl who looks way better than me is interested in this guy that I friend zone. Now, what does she want? Now she wants to have the best friend because of pre-selection, okay? And now she's sitting over there salty, upset that, this guy has moved on and, looked for another woman. So, I mean, and that just goes to the previous video. It proves the point of the previous video where that blonde girl who was saying, oh, she hates all men, men are a-holes and whatnot. Here's the reality. I know that blonde girl has hundreds, if not thousands of men who are friend zoned, okay? And I mean, a girl like that, she's getting DM'd. I mean, her DMs are probably flooded. It's like, it's like when God sent the flood, boy. I mean, she gonna have these simps in the comments, bro. I mean, they gonna have to be on Noah's Ark to get a DM read. So we know that she's getting hit on all the time, and I'm sure that she's put a lot of guys in the friend zone. But guess what? She doesn't want those guys because they're too nice. She only wants what she can't have, and that's why her perspective on men is what it is.
Boys are stronger than girls.
Well, physically, for the most part, in gender roles and stuff like that, boys are just supposed to be stronger. That's just a thing that happens. They work out at the gym. And yeah, girls certainly can work out too if they want. But again, it's more common for boys.
Who's one to say what gender, depends, who's stronger? It doesn't matter what gender you are. It matters who you are. It doesn't matter what you were born. It matters what you want to be.
Simps.
You could be referring to strength in so many ways, like physically, emotionally, where the strength in your body is placed. It all just depends, and there's just so many factors that go into it.
I play volleyball, and sometimes we play the boys' teams, and we've crushed them a couple times.
Cap.
It feels so good, So I don't agree with that.
I think getting rid of these preconceived notions that boys go to gyms, girls stay at home. One of my best friends is a girl, and she's stronger than half the guys I know.
Lord have mercy. This young generation has been completely brainwashed. We might as well send an asteroid today. You have one young man who is brave, strong, fierce. Now, he didn't have the best talking points, okay? He just kind of said, oh, boys are stronger than women just because boys are stronger than women. That's pretty much what his argument is. And I don't expect him to give an intellectual argument, as a middle schooler. He's probably 11 to 12 years old, maybe 13 if we're really pushing it. But as you guys can see, this middle school girl got triggered, and then this male simp is over here agreeing with her. He's so giddy to agree with this woman because he wants to just sniff. I'm not going to say it because they're very young, but he wants the girlfriend, okay? And he is essentially placating to what women want to hear because he's most likely single mother raised, okay? So let me give you some real arguments on why women are not as strong as men, okay? Number one, testosterone, all right? Men produce, I believe, 17 times more testosterone than women do, all right? 2, men grow taller than women. All right. The average height of a man is 5'9" in the United States, and the average height of a woman is like 5'4". All right. So men are taller on average. Okay. Another reason, bone density. All right, guys, bone density is extremely important. This is basically the internal matter of your bone marrow. All right, how thick are your bones? Okay, and men's bones are way thicker than women's bones. That's why you could snap a woman like a twig. And you know, if guys, y'all know what I'm talking about when you're like in bed and you're grabbing a woman's wrist and you're like, damn, her wrist's small as hell. I mean, it is what it is. So muscle mass as well. Okay, muscle mass, the ability to produce larger muscles. All right, guys, my chest is bigger than most women's chests, and they have breasts. Okay, why? Because I can build my pectoral muscles to a degree that most women cannot. All right, my arms, my shoulders. All right, it is not natural for a woman to have a build like mine. My trapezoids. Okay, I mean, you can see clearly that they arch up, whereas a woman's is very flat on her, and she pretty much doesn't have anything protecting her collarbone, whereas I can, boom, just, I can flex a little bit, and then my traps are going to be covering my collarbones and, you know, and whatnot. So, I mean, those are just, I mean, fast twitch muscles, okay? And a lot of women don't even understand what fast twitch muscles are because most women are not really competing in sports. And then also, they're not training for fast twitch muscles in high intensity training. So when it comes to fast twitch muscles, men obviously have more fast twitch muscles. This allows us to be, this is why like men can stop on a dime, like football players can stop on a dime, boom, give you a little sauce, whatnot. I mean, if you ever watch like a basketball game when a guy's doing a crossover, the reason why men's crossovers are so quick, you know, I've only seen a couple women who can do a really quick crossover. Even look at, and I watch a lot of women's basketball, more than most women do. All right. And there's only a few women I've seen, one of them being my sister. Why? Because I taught her, who can really do a quick crossover like a Kyrie or like an AI or something like that. But even then, it still will not be anything as fast as compared to a man's crossover. I mean, and you can see that in basketball. Obviously, most women are not dunking. They can't dunk. Brittany Griner is 6'7", and she's a rim grazer. She's a rim grazer. She's like a level 1 dunker, and she's 6'7". If I was 6'7", I'd be doing windmills. Okay, my vertical as a 5'8" man, I have a 60-inch vertical. Okay, so as a 6'7" woman, and you got like a 2-inch vertical, she literally has a 2-inch vertical. She can't jump at all. And a man her size, I mean, dude, look at LeBron James. Windmills, 360s, behind the back dunks. It's impossible for a woman to physically compete with a man. And I'll even extrapolate it further. Men are stronger than women in everything. Everything. She was talking about, well, emotionally and da-da-da-da. Men are emotionally stronger than women as well. Okay, that's it's not even an argument. It's not even an argument. Okay, and I don't even understand how these people have been brainwashed. Obviously, you see this guy in the this young man in the green sweater. He has an LGBT rainbow, so you know he's probably being raised by you know, feminists and whatnot, and a beta-fied father, okay, which I keep telling you guys, white men are the most blue vitamin. There is absolutely no way that I will allow my child to walk out of the house with no LGBT paraphernalia. You got to be out your goddamn mind. You got to be out of your mother freaking mind. Absolutely not, okay? So a lot of these, you know, unfortunately, a lot of these white men are acquiescing to their women's wants. And what do the women do? The women are voting liberal, okay? They are very liberal. And these women almost want to turn their children to homosexuals. I mean, I'm not even going to say almost. They want to turn their children homosexual because their ideology states that men and women don't have gender roles or, you know, social standards in society. It's absolutely disgusting. It's embarrassing. It's unfortunately, it's unfortunate. It's extremely sad. man, I mean, the next generation is just lost. That's really what it is. Okay, but y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to email down below or screenshot of your CashApp so I know you pay no ties, man. Y'all already been your motherfucking dean with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.